Every time I make these thumbnails, I feel like I need to explain myself. But this is what really happened. I just got a talent at making everything seem like a clickbait. Remedy Entertainment, famous for Control and Alan Wake, is pulling in €15 million, about $16.7 million, from Tencent through a convertible loan agreement. Now, we all know Tencent has its hands in practically every gaming studio these days, but Remedy getting cozy with Tencent is a big deal for a few reasons, and it's not exactly new. Tencent already owns 15% of Remedy, so this loan could boost their control up to almost 20% if they exercise their conversion rights, further tightening their grip on the Finnish studio. Let's cut through the bullshit. Remedy is in a tricky position, shifting towards self-publishing its future games. Think Control 2 and the Max Payne remakes. They claim the deal gives them more control over how their games are commercialized and helps them realize the full potential of these projects. But it's also hard to ignore that Tencent, known for swooping in with investments and expanding its influence, will get a piece of the pie too. This 8% non-cash interest loan converts at €27.2 per share, giving Tencent access to around 6% of Remedy's shares.
Okay, Dad.
Not exactly a move that screams independence. Let me just quickly interject myself here and say that Remedy has probably the highest reputation when it comes to creative integrity. So not only giving up IPs like Max Payne or Quantum Break to these people, but then also cutting their hands and legs to feed the meat grinder that is Tencent. Just feels like something is fucking dying in this industry. The timing of this not-so-hostile takeover is suspiciously convenient, considering that Remedy has a lot on its plate. This isn't the first time Tencent has increased its stake in Remedy either, having previously upped its share to 14% earlier this year. Looks like the Finnish studio is really leaning into Tencent's financial cushion, though that could have long-term implications for its creative freedom. What's more amusing is how Remedy is presenting this loan as if it's some strategic move towards independence. Meanwhile, we've seen this pattern over and over and over with Tencent, quietly building its influence in Western studios under the guise of financial backing. The irony is that Remedy fans were recently worried about how the studio would manage these ambitious projects after mass resignations at Annapurna Interactive, a close partner of Remedy in bringing Control and Alan Wake to film and television. But apparently that disaster didn't affect the gaming side too much, as Annapurna Pictures, the co-producer for those film adaptations, is a different entity entirely.
They're the same picture.
Still, the timing of these back-to-back headlines, Annapurna's staff exodus, then Remedy's Tencent loan, paints a picture of a studio scrambling to keep things together. Seemingly, we are still far from calling Remedy just another Tencent company. But if you learn anything about living in your own apartment, it's that you never try and borrow money from your parents to pay the rent. Then again, I'd rather have them loan me money than working for them.